Welcome back to this series of basic CCNA concepts. So in my last video, I covered basic setting up basic Eigrp routing protocol. So I'm going to continue with the Eigrp. There are some few items I'd like to cover. So first, I'm going to start with some of the items that I covered last time. So I set up Eigrp, and I also showed how to check what routing protocols they're running. So the command was show IP protocols, and this one here shows us that we are running Eigrp 100, whereby 100 is the autonomous system. I also covered how to check which interfaces you have Eigrp enabled, and that command was show IP Eigrp interfaces. Now, what you can do if you want to see details on an interface, you can run the same command, and then you can do details, and then this allows you to pick the interface. So what you'll find from this is so once you run that command, what you'll see is that you have more information, like the hello interval time, which is 5 seconds. The whole time is 15 seconds. So as you can see here, the whole time is 3 times the hello interval. So the hello messages are sent for the purpose of discovering neighbors, and the whole time is used to check on the neighbor to make sure it's still up. And if 15 seconds go by and no response is received, the neighborship is dropped. The other command I wanted to cover is if you wanted to see the topology table for Eigrp, which shows us more information. You can type show IP Eigrp topology, all links, and this one will give you all the routes you have. This is useful if you have like multiple routes to a given destination. Here you will see like the successor and the feasible successor, which pretty much means like if you have a backup route, you'll be able to see it here, and then also you will see about passive routes and active routes, but that's more detail. I'm not going to cover that. So in this case, you can see we have the successor here, and then a FD means a feasible distance to your successor route. Okay, so the other item I wanted to cover was the main item for this video was authentication. So in main production networks, you'll see that they use authentication. They don't just have routing protocols without authentication. So that way you know that every neighbor you pair with and exchange routes with is already authenticated. So to configure authentication, you will need a keychain. So we'll start by configuring the keychain. So to do that, you just do config T, and then keychain, and then here you just put in a string, the name for your keychain. So I'll call it my chain. And then here you have to give specify a key number. So you can also see the options here. So for key, just do key, and you just give it a number to identify your key. And then inside your key number, you need to put a string. You need a key string. So key string. And this one, I'll just call it string 1. And that is pretty much it as far as configuring the keychain and the string. But all you've done so far is just create a keychain, but you haven't actually applied it to be used by Eigrp. To do that, you have to go to the interface and apply that, enable authentication and apply the keychain that you just created. So on this router 1, we have Eigrp configured on gigabit 00. So what we'll do is we'll go into interface gig 000, and then here is where we'll enable Eigrp authentication and also apply the keychain. So we'll do IP authentication. It's going to be mod Eigrp. Then you want to put the autonomous system you're using. And then you have to specify the hashing method used for authentication. It's only one option, MD5. So once you apply your authentication, you lose, as you can see here, you lose your neighborship with the other router 2, because we don't have authentication configured on it. So that's why that neighborship dropped. So one other thing we need to do is apply that key. So that will be IP authentication key. I believe it's Keychain, here Eigrp, and I believe it's autonomous system as well. And then we called it my chain. I believe that's what I called it. Let me double check here. Yeah, my chain. And that now you have authentication configured and the key applied. So you can debug issues with authentication using debug Eigrp packets. And you should see messages saying that it's receiving Eigrp requests or allow messages, and it's ignoring them because, like right here, it's saying missing authentication. So it's getting some packets, Eigrp packets from router 2 right here, and it's ignoring those because on router 2 we don't have Eigrp authentication configured. So what we can do is, to fix that, we'll need to fix to apply authentication on this router as well. So same thing, we'll have to configure the keychain first. Keychain. I'll give it a name. You can use the same name. And then you want to put in a key number. And then you want to put a key string. Just use the same string 1, and that should be it. Now you have to go to the interface. The interface that this one pairs with router 1 is gigabit 00. So interface gig 00. So we'll enable the Eigrp authentication. So that will be IP authentication mode, Eigrp, autonomous system, MD5. Now we'll apply the keychain. For Eigrp 100, it's going to be my chain. And now let's see if we have neighborship. Sure. Eigrp neighbors, and our neighborship is back up with router 1. As you can see here, new GSNC. So we re-established our neighborship after we applied authentication. On this side, the the error messages we are getting are no longer there, and so it tells you about the key that it's getting now. Now it's getting a key from router 2 right here, and it's, you know, it's accepting the hello messages without dropping or rejecting like it was doing initially. And that's all about enabling authentication on your Eigrp. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.